Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a timepiece that represents the ultimate Seamaster Aqua Terra. I give up. I will never find anything to top this, because this is the 2017 87-piece limited edition Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer in platinum with Grand Faux enamel and platinum dial with yellow gold accents and a unique movement found in no other Omega watch. This thing rocks. It's big too. Not shorting you the platinum at 43 millimeters in diameter, the feeling of mass on the wrist is incredible. The timepiece is easy to wear, surprisingly, on a 16 centimeter circumference wrist because it's relatively constrained at the edges. It's 50 millimeters lug-to-lug, which I often say is within the ideal range, 50 millimeters lug-to-lug or fewer for a smaller male wrist of 14 to 16.5 centimeters circumference. So this definitely fits. 14 centimeters, swing away. This is a home run that connects. The timepiece is fairly chunky at 14.5, but not overly so. Because of the sloped case flank, you could definitely slide this underneath a dress cuff. This is not the kind of watch you would need to wear with caution when using cuffs. The timepiece does have a broad stance between the lugs of 21 millimeters. So if you want to go aftermarket and fit an aftermarket strap, 21 is the size. And you can see that the timepiece is quite imposing. It has almost a planet ocean presence on the wrist, and that without a rotating bezel. It's intimidating compared to a conventional Aqua Terra. You tend to think of the Aqua Terra as kind of the all-arounder in the catalog among the Seamasters. This feels like the outright flagship of all Seamaster variants. Now, the strap is a nice piece. It's a sort of honey brown, large rectangular scale gaiter. You can see there's a contrasting stitch. It is also gaiter on the bottom, and that's where you realize that you're in the presence of a truly special Omega, because this is a treatment I have never seen on any other Omega model. Generally, you get cheaper calfskin on the bottom. This is the kind of thing you expect from a De Bethune FP Journe or Chopard LU. This is truly good stuff. And so is the clasp. Platinum watch, platinum clasp, right? You better believe it. While some give white gold on platinum watches today, Omega giving you the real PT950 to match. Engine turned internally with satin finish. You can see externally it's both satin and polished twin trigger release, so this one can't pop open by accident, and it uses a minderless architecture that allows you to take the strap, tuck it in, size it down, and once you have it properly sized, then there's no excess length showing externally. There are no miter loops. It's a very clean system. So the clasp is enormous in that it's all platinum. It features twin triggers, so it's secure, and it's minderless, so it keeps your strap and your aesthetic clean. Now jump into the case band. You know this case already. We've seen it on a million different Aqua Terras over the years. Lyre style lugs, nicely flared, polished platinum bevels, and of course there is a horizontal satin finish. The Aqua Terra line was all new for 2017, so the case profile was redesigned, and that carries over here. You can see a relieved and polished Omega logo on a sandblasted base, but there are no longer any shear guards or crown guard structures on the 2017 to present Aqua Terra. Now on the dial side, things get truly special, and you can see that starts, let's see how close I can get here, but that starts right between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, where you can see that the striations of the Omega teak deck feature a PT950 hallmark. Very impressive. It is a sandblasted platinum dial outboard of the center. The center, which is the world as viewed from the North Pole, is Grand Faux enamel hand painted. That's right, Grand Faux enamel and yellow gold indices, solid. Yellow gold hands, solid. And platinum outer dial, solid. On an Omega Aqua Terra. So you've got your enamel, you've got your platinum, you've got your solid gold design details, and you've got a few more. As you can see, there's a 24-hour world time chaptering inboard. It moves with the hours, and it features day-night. As you can see, there are dark and light portions of it. This is how it operates. You set the correct time for London, or Greenwich Mean Time, on that center scale. So whatever it is, if it's the very end of the day, then you set 24 and be done with it. Now here's the thing, you can pull the crown out to an intermediate position, and now you can move that local hour where you are, the hour where you currently are, independently. You can even drive the date forward or backward across the international date line. There's more going on too. Not only do you get world time in all of these reference cities, but notice how there are blue cities and there are black cities. Well, the blue cities use standard time. The black cities, such as New York, where I'm located, use daylight savings time. So remember to jump ahead 1 hour relative to GMT for those cities that use daylight savings time. London in red, and you'll note that Paris time, GMT +1, has been replaced by Bien, the city that counts Omega as its most prominent resident. So you have Paris time represented by Bien, or if you are a German speaker, Biel. The timepiece has a monstrous amount of depth about its dial. As you can see, the applique yellow gold indices float above the dial base and the outer dial above the center dial, with the enamel somewhat elevated above the 24-hour track. Now you turn it all over and things remain interesting. This is Omega caliber 8939. You won't find it in any other Omega watch. It's basically a unique movement. 60-hour power reserve, twin barrels to maintain amplitude beyond 24 hours of run. You see it features bidirectional winding, a solid gold rotor, a solid 18-karat rose gold full balance bridge. The full balance bridge with a free-sprung index giving this watch shock resistance, and the hairspring in silicon to give the watch amagnetic resistance over 15,000 Gauss. The watch beaten away at the coaxial specific 25,200 vibrations per hour, 38 joules, and a lovely arabesque Cote de Genève across the bridges and rotor, as well as blackened rather than polished or blued screws. You've got the stop seconds, the world time, the ability to set the local hour independently, and then of course you've got a coaxial escapement down in there, the tri-level, the latest evolution of the George Daniels coaxial, originally invented in the early 1970s, industrialized by Omega in the late 1990s, and perfected in the late 2000s. It's tough, it's accurate, it allows Omega to back this watch with a 5-year warranty, so it is very technically impressive. The watch is a METAS certified chronometer. That's an 8-test full evaluation of the completed watch, not the bare movement. It includes water resistance, winding efficiency, power reserve, and 6-position, not 5-position a la COSC testing of the watch's chronometric performance. This watch has all of the toys, and it's 150 meters water resistant. Easily, I mean, without contest, the ultimate Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra. See this 87-piece true limited edition and make it yours on the watch box. Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer limited edition.